Hey everybody, good morning. We are reporting here live from the QSR Evolution Conference here in Atlanta, Georgia, the beautiful Marriott Marquis Hotel. I am with one of my new friends and actually rapidly becoming one of my favorite people, Miss Melissa Fahs of Coco Robotics. How you doing, Melissa?
Hi, how are you, Mike?
I'm fantastic. I get to hang out with you and a freaking robot. Not only a robot, it's a robot that is changing the game for delivery. We're talking lower carbon footprint, less pollution, less traffic on the streets, delivery that's secure, keeps the food at the temperature, I imagine. I'm gonna hear all about it. I'm gonna steal your thunder on this, right? Yeah. But first, Melissa, journey, how did you end up here? You're executive from Coca-Cola for 25 years.
Yes.
You're Atlanta native. Tell me about how you got to Coco first off.
Sure. I'm actually from New Jersey originally. I moved down. Yeah.
She's a Jersey girl. Watch out, she'll cut you.
Yes. You can take the girl out of Jersey, but you can't take the Jersey out of the girl.
I've heard that.
Yeah. So after going to business school, I joined Coca-Cola in brand marketing, actually. So Coke Zero is one of the brands I launched. You may know that one.
Brian Klinger must love you. It's his favorite drink.
Yep. It's a great product. And then kind of spent a bunch of years in brand marketing at Coke, and then got really interested in the food service side of Coca-Cola's business, which is focused on restaurant and hospitality.
Yeah.
Because it's a very general management type focus. Coca-Cola has long-term relationships with huge chains, and so it's a really like a great value stewardship and creation relationship. We help them and they help us at Coke. And in that part of my journey, I started getting into restaurant technology. I got bitten by the digital bug.
You get hooked?
Yes, totally. Got bitten by the digital bug. Love the intersection of restaurants and technology.
You're a geek?
I was an engineer by first degree, so yeah, you know.
I love that.
Yes, yeah. I'm a geek in hiding.
Love it.
Yeah.
So enter Coco.
Yeah, so left, did 25 years of Coke, which was amazing. And then recently, a couple years ago, left to really kind of write a new chapter. Got introduced to Coco Robotics through a friend, and it was just a perfect match for what I had been focusing on, particularly third-party delivery, which I'd been watching since it really emerged, like for a lot of years, right? And it's solving such critical problems for the industry. It provides a much more affordable delivery solution for merchants, and helps them offset those charges. And there's no tipping of the robot, so
I never even thought about the no tipping the robot.
Yeah, it's really because consumers are really wary of tips today.
Yeah. Well, it's gone mad. I'm sorry. Tipping has literally gone mad.
Yes, exactly. We have, though, had people throw dollars in the robots.
Okay.
So
Nobody's
gonna
say
have
no.
to. We don't expect it. We'll try to return it if it happens. Yeah. So.
Giving kitchen. That's where you go.
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah.
And I love that. It's a zero carbon footprint. It's helping take cars off the road, which the cities really love. We're in really dense city areas. We operate on the sidewalks. We're in LA, Chicago, Miami today, as well as internationally. And we've done like 1 million miles across 500,000 deliveries to date.
Wow.
Yeah. So it is, I was just talking to some folks in the space, and I was in the restaurant space, and I was like, robots aren't the future. Like, robot delivery is now.
Yeah.
And I think I was in the industry throughout the 2007 recession, and I feel like I'm starting to, not saying there's going to be a recession, but I'm seeing the signals of, consumers pulling back on their restaurant occasions.
Yeah, absolutely.
And so I think making it more affordable, making delivery convenience more affordable, like now is the time. So.
Absolutely. I mean, I was literally just talking to Chad about the other day, the amount of money you pay for fast food now, let alone combined with delivery fees, it's cost prohibitive even to people that are making good money.
I know.
Right?
Yeah. My real dream is that, we get to like $1 delivery someday, and then the sort of segment of our population that can have the convenience of delivery gets bigger. Like, I feel like it's a convenience everyone should have access to financially.
It is. So let's talk about the robot a little here before we go on a walk with it. So Coco, this is an autonomous, or is this a piloted unit, or is it a combination?
It is a combination.
Okay.
Actually, it is autonomous. We have cameras, sensor, and autonomy can drive most of the the kind of predictable routing.
Sure.
Every city we go to, we map the sidewalks, we understand where the best routes are, but we have the human oversight, which really gives it an edge because you'll see a lot of robots on campuses. That doesn't require as much complexity because they're very predictable routes. You know, you do them over and over again. And probably the only thing that's going to get in your way is like a college kid.
Sure.
They'll probably move. You know, on a sidewalk in LA, you just never know what's going to be on that sidewalk.
Right. Somebody could be offloading a truck. It could be a trash can day or whatever the case. Yeah, of course.
You know, and so the human oversight helps with those edge cases. But what it's also doing is training the AI.
Yeah.
So the AI is continuously learning.
Oh, wow.
Like, this is how I do this next time. The other thing, we actually partner with Europe around like feeding information back to cities around like where there might be like a challenge for ADA, you know, people. People that need, you know, mobility and be able to get around. And so we can like help identify some of those. We're also looking for ways to give back to the cities.
So let's talk about a little bit of the inner workings here. Hot food should be hot, cold food should be cold, right?
Correct, yes.
How do you make that happen in here? And are there discrete zones that can say this stays hot, this stays cold? I threw a curveball, I don't know if it works.
No, it's insulated.
Sorry.
That's all right. It's exciting.
This is exciting, literally the future's now. So
it's insulated, so basically when you put the food in there, hot can stay hot, cold can stay cold. We can compartmentalize it as needed. And one of the things I love is this cup
holder. Yeah.
Being a prior beverage woman in the biz.
That's a deal breaker.
Well, drinks are one of the most common things that get left off a delivery order.
Yeah.
And drinks are one of the most profitable things for the operator.
Yeah, high margin.
And they need
You
to
wouldn't
be
know that
selling
from
those.
Coke, would you?
Drinks are very, very profitable for the merchant, fountain drinks particularly. And so I love that. That kind of like reminds you to put a drink in, but it also keeps the drink from spilling. And that's the other thing. Like, what I also really love about this, am I talking too much?
Why would you?
You got me talking about something very
I want to hear all this stuff. If I'm talking, that's wrong. You're the interesting one here.
All right.
I want to hear about you.
So one of my passions is sort of like giving the restaurants a chance to also like reclaim their guest.
Yeah.
So, you know, their food. And third party is so important. There's so much demand there. It's such an important solution.
Yeah.
But also this gives the merchants a chance to kind of reclaim their guest and also like ensure their food shows up as prepared. You know, like it's not thrown in the back car. It's not batched. It's always like straight from restaurant to you.
They have control of the process here.
Yeah. And and it's you know, the crew at the restaurant puts the order in there. They close this. It locks. It doesn't unlock until it gets to the consumer, and they just use their whatever app they order the food from. That's how they unlock the robot. So it's very, very seamless.
Okay. So I have a contentious question here. I want to see how that one plays. Urban areas, a lot of people, good people, bad people. How secure is this?
It's extremely secure. I think you'd need a crowbar and some really big people.
Yeah.
I don't even know if you could crowbar it open.
How much does this thing weigh? Can I carry it away if I wanted? Huh? Okay.
Yeah, it's about 90 pounds. It's also like, because everyone, that's the first question I get is like, well, doesn't everyone like pick them up and throw them in the lake? And I'm like, no, it's not a scooter. You know, it's heavy and it's big.
Yes.
This thing is big. Like this can fit like 8 large pizzas or like 4 grocery bags.
Yes.
Like you don't realize it until you get close to it. But my founder's girlfriend can fit in this thing. So it's also awkward. Like you could not pick this up.
Yeah. No, it's bulky. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And so we actually have had very little issue with it.
Okay.
And the other really interesting thing that happens is it's actually the opposite. Like Coco was very intentionally designed to be a really friendly, like appealing robot. And it's engendered this like nurturing spirit in people. And so
let's help it get where it's going, or what?
Yes.
Oh, that's
like,
great.
If they ever see a robot that's like maybe there's something in its way or something, people literally will move the cone out of the way or something like that. We call them our Coco ambassadors. And so it's just if you're in one of our markets, people see a Coco, even here, like everyone who sees it is like, oh, that's so cute. Like it just brings this like childlike delight, which I think is really fun.
Well, almost looks like a lunchbox on wheels.
Yeah.
Right?
Or, big cooler on wheels.
Yeah. Oh, cool. Yes.
You know, once in a while we get like some graffiti, but it's got amazing coding by Expel, so we can get that off really quickly and easily. Because we want to be able to serve all the markets, and we are in, we're deep in the urban areas.
Yeah.
We're right in it.
So you'd mentioned a number of deliveries you've done already. What, over 1 million deliveries?
Million
miles,
half a million
deliveries.
So you do the math, you can figure out the average radius.
How many companies are using this day, or who has this in the field that you can disclose that's using this? Because we know we're at the beginning of the innovation curve on this one, right?
Yes.
And we're waiting for the diffusion of innovation part where the roller coaster kicks down the track.
That's right.
Right?
Yeah. So it's been great because you have, restaurant. First, we have thousands of outlets. Started mostly in small, medium-sized businesses, which is great because it's a, really kind of a democratizing opportunity for them. And then we have Shake Shack testing. Are working with us in Chicago. We have some Little Caesars.
Okay.
We have White Castle. That was a really exciting launch. So it's great to see brands really lean into the space and just learn about it.
Yeah.
And you can learn really easily. Like if you're doing third-party delivery, we're totally integrated with them. So like you just say the word and like we can allow you to kind of explore and see like, does it work for your consumers? Does it work for your crew? Does it work for your franchise, your franchisors? So it's like, I love that because I think, it's hard to like lean in hard in the beginning of emerging trends if there's like a ton of cost involved.
Right.
But there isn't here. The restaurants don't have to buy this. Like it's a fee per delivery or a lease model. So like it's capital light. So I'm really excited about it.
Yeah. And so for this, I have a restaurant location. I have a pretty good heavy amount of delivery that I do for my business. How many of these would I need to support my location? And would they be deployed from my location? How's there in charge there? Or where's all this happen? Is there, how's that all work?
Sure. Okay. A lot of questions. I'll
I have tons of questions. Let's start with the first one. Yeah.
What was the first one?
The first one is I don't know. No, I'm saying I have a heavy amount of delivery I do for my business. How many bots would I need to support that?
Okay.
How do you decide that?
Yeah. So basically it comes down to how many orders you have, and we'll figure out how far is your average radius? How many robots are you going to need to satisfy the orders you have? What we then do, basically, one of the great things is they don't crowd your outlet, right?
Right.
They don't have to park. They don't take up your parking spot.
Yeah.
They don't take up the street. A lot of ghost kitchens are having issues in some neighborhoods now because the drivers are clogging the streets.
Right.
It doesn't do that. Its goal is to arrive slightly before, at the moment that the order is ready.
Okay.
And it hits that really, really well.
Right.
Because it doesn't have to park, doesn't deal with traffic, anything like that. And so it'll kind of show up when the orders are ready, and then it goes.
Okay. But I need one or two, or I imagine you're swapping batteries as you do this thing. You have to charge these batteries a certain range that they have, right?
Well, one battery charge will last a day.
Really?
Yeah.
Holy smoke.
We'll charge them overnight. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. So we handle all that. We handle all that. The only thing the restaurant has to think about is telling their crew how to open and close the robot. And that's pretty simple too. So, but then the number just kind of depends on the volume of orders you're doing and how they peak also. But the robots are shared. That's one of the advantages. The robots are shared, and so they can move where demand is. So
between my stores, or between my stores and other neighboring stores?
Your stores and other stores as well. And that really helps keep the cost down.
So it's a shared resource between different brands potentially.
Yes.
Awesome.
Yeah, and that versus having to have a dedicated robot where sometimes it's not going to be busy enough to make that make sense for you.
So looking at this, and the future is, this is, I would imagine it's probably Gen 2? Gen 1 did already happen. Gen 2, this is probably the evolution. Where are we on the development cycle of this?
We are at the second version right now.
Gen 2?
And we call it 1.5, but it is the second one. We'll be out with the third one next year. We're actually, we have about 1,000 robots now. We're going to hit 10,000 next year. We are making them as fast as we can. There's so much demand.
Yeah?
It's really exciting. Yeah.
So when you're working with a brand and you deploy this for the first time, what's kind of and I don't know if, you're relatively new at Coco.
I am.
Right? But have you had any of that experience, that feedback, that emotional, wow, I didn't know, or what are some of the things you're hearing from the field or from your clients?
The merchants love it.
Yeah.
They love kind of establishing more ambiance in their outlet or peace, you know,
Yeah.
like they love the opportunities that third-party delivery presents, but they also like having their outlet kind of clean and pristine and just pleasant for them. You know, really the outlet's there for your dining guests.
Yeah.
And that's part of what I love too. That's such an important part of your business. So, you know, let's keep our business out of your way, but serve your business. And so we've heard that. And then there's there's a lot of TikToks with consumers like expressing love for Coco.
Are they dancing with it, doing a floss?
They'll like take pictures, you know, they'll take videos, and they're like, oh, they'll see Coco crossing the street and be like, oh, Coco, be careful. Like, it's so funny. We have a person in California, he just rides around and narrates Coco's journey in Spanish, like all the time. He's amazing. He just loves it. And it's just so cute. He says, Coquito. It's so cute. Yeah, so it's like, it's amazing. I mean, it's hard to make technology that acceptable and like friendly.
Yeah, and I think it adds a lot of relief to the merchants, right? I mean, the relationship between merchants and DSPs is, well, let's say, strained. Right, the DSPs, they charge some money and merchants work really hard for it, and they're giving up some control of the quality of their product. They're paying a significant amount of their profit to be able to get this to their customers. Sounds like this is something that alleviates cost, gets you back to some control, right?
And we work with DoorDash and Uber Eats, like I said. And so, you know, my hope is like we'll benefit the whole value chain.
Yeah.
So they'll be able to serve merchants more efficiently, more cost effectively over time. For third-party delivery, and then certainly for direct delivery, you know, that's very economical.
And thinking about the company, and by the way, I just caught the fact, if I hyphen that and put cola afterwards, that's why you took the job.
Yeah, I just went from Coke to Coco.
Coca-Cola. Yeah. See? But thinking about where
You're
you are
not the first
now,
person. It wasn't that original.
I am not that original at all, but if the gag was good, maybe it works.
Yeah, you know.
I'm sure you're in the meetings on the development path and what roadmap items are happening and things that you may be able to disclose, but what is coming up in V3?
No, I can't disclose that.
Oh, denied.
But really it's just sort of, you know, it's really very, very well designed right now. And so it's really kind of tweaking our initial learnings. I think really at that point, it's more about expanding the occasions we can serve.
Right.
So maybe we do some bike lanes, or it's almost more around how much more can we serve the city, serve the merchants, serve consumers with different permissions, different regulatory approvals. And so I'm excited to get into a lot of cities overseas.
So you mentioned something, so you said it's very specifically what cities you're deployed in today, right? And so is it by city cluster that you're looking at? Like if somebody's there in Pacoima and they would like a fleet of Cocos, is it, hold on, we're not in that city yet? Or how does it work if somebody wants to get them?
Yeah, we pretty much look at like where the need is best satisfied by Coco. You know, we're in some of the highest labor wage markets.
Yes.
And, you know, very few restaurants do their own delivery, but the minimum wage in the market tends to push up the driver, you know, courier costs.
Yeah.
And it's really just at its best in the really hard areas to traverse.
Right.
So we typically work with our delivery partners to identify the cities that we feel like together, usually, that there's the best opportunity. And then the approvals kind of depends on the market. Like some states are like, fine, do whatever you want. So Chicago, it's sort of alderman by alderman. And we have a fantastic government relations team that really works to partner with the cities and find ways to create value.
Is there some amount of infrastructure that the city has to have to support the bot there? Or do you have to put in some route modems or things that will make sure that it has the right connectivity?
Nope, nothing. Nothing is required of the city, which is great.
Yeah, that's fantastic.
Like low
lift.
And our founder is really brilliant. Our co-founders, they're both from UCLA. They're basically rocket scientists, like some of the most brilliant people, younger than us, and younger than me at least. And
you're younger than me, so we're good. Yeah,
I'm not. You know this.
Contest, yeah.
Yeah. So they were brilliant in that they kind of started with a focus on merchant economics from the first minute. They're like, you know, A, they knew the economics didn't work. B, they're like, why are we using 3,000-pound cars to deliver a 5-pound bag of food?
Amen.
That's nuts.
Yeah.
And so a different way of doing it is to be like, I'm a rocket scientist and I want to design the coolest piece of robot machinery ever.
Sure.
And what can happen with that is you design a very, very expensive food delivery robot.
Yes.
That costs as much or twice as much as a car. And so
it kind of defeats the purpose.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. And it like you can do that while your, venture capital is big.
Sure.
But, you drain that
Burn.
quickly.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so we have like a very just unique proposition in that space. It was intentionally built to be as low cost as possible. We've like layered in more technology, more cameras over time as costs came down.
Right.
So
is this private company, public?
it's private.
It's private.
Private today, yep.
I want to know when
We've been in business since 2020.
Yeah.
Yes, the founder started it right before the pandemic hit.
Oh.
So that was
timing's kind of good, or was it ready to start working during pandemic?
Yeah.
2 years earlier.
Yes.
Ready production in the field. Got it.
Yes, but it was it was great that they were able to still keep the business going.
Yeah.
And now as I'm feeling the consumer pressures, I'm seeing it in the market.
Yeah.
I think it's a great time to have this available to people.
I think it's fantastic. I'm a geek myself. I love anything like this that helps improve lives, makes things easier.
Didn't you see one like a few days after we last spoke?
Literally, so this is one of those weird things that happen. I meet Melissa. I've never seen a Coco in the wild. I'd never really heard, I think I heard a Coco vaguely. And then I'm talking to her, oh, you're Coco Robotics. And I think I go to Google 3 weeks ago, walk into Google, at the door, Coco's sitting there. I'm like, wow, like the world's talking to me. One, I need to call Melissa because I just saw this thing. So I shoot her a picture right away, super excited. They're out there. We're starting to see them in the wild.
Yes.
That's when you know that it's not just a one-off, because if you start seeing them in more places, it means you're undeniable at that point. They think undeniable is a thing.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. I think, and I'm here at this conference to really give the industry, I just have a huge love for the industry.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I went into it at Coke and I stayed in it. And I, just loved it. We're really here to give the industry an opportunity to see the delivery robot, like understand that it is real, it is today, it's not scary.
It's not a gimmick.
Yeah, exactly. And people will be like, oh, are you like, do you have any operating? And I'm like, oh yeah, like hundreds, thousands of deliveries a day,
Right.
And so that's really, even if a restaurant isn't ready for it yet, like, there's really easy ways to test it, or just like ask questions. Like I'm here. Like if someone wants, like, what do I need to ask? What do I need to think about? Do robots work for me?
So in that same vein, as we wrap this up, if somebody said, I think my restaurant or my chain would be perfect for this, who do they talk to? What's the best way to engage? Get on the list. Hey, we're opening up that market. Hold on there. But how do they even start the process of being evaluated? Because there is a mutual evaluation that happens, right? Are you a good fit for us? Are we a good fit for you?
Yes.
How's that happen?
Exactly. So they can certainly contact us directly. Mm-hmm. So Coco Robotics, cocodelivery.com is our website.
Okay.
You'll see me I'm the Chief Commercial Officer, so you'll see me on there.
She's C-suite. I had no idea. It'd have been so much nicer. No, just kidding.
But I'm glad you didn't detect any, C-suite.
No, down to earth.
That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they can do that. They can also, if they're working with Uber and DoorDash, they can express their interest. Like, I would be interested in enabling Coco for delivery from my outlet. Can you talk to me about
your
that?
provider you really want it if you really want it.
Yeah.
Good pressure, though.
Yes. And so I would say those are two ways.
Yeah.
Are
you on LinkedIn? I think you're back.
I am on LinkedIn.
Okay,
yes.
so somebody can shoot you a little message there if they want to?
Yes.
Okay.
Absolutely. I get a lot of LinkedIn connects.
Cool.
I have a really unique last name, so it's easy to find.
F-A-H-S.
F-A-H-S. If you can say Wizard of Oz.
Wizard of Fahs.
Fahs.
Got it.
That's what I tell people.
Now you're Glenda.
Yes.
Good job. Well,
I'm the good witch.
To be seen. No, just kidding. She is absolutely the good one. She's the great one. She's absolutely awesome. I encourage anybody to talk to her. The first time I met her, I got this great feeling in my heart that this is just a genuinely sincere person that loves to help people. I literally I can't replicate the moment that I had with her, and I don't think I've seen that in many of my interactions with other professionals. So I value you immensely as both a friend and another professional in the marketplace. Yeah, and what you're doing is super exciting. This is the future, future's now, stuff like this is where the industry's going and needs to go if we're gonna be able to keep prices down for people where things just keep going up, and there is no down on the roller coaster.
Right.
It just keeps going up, right? And so I think this is one of those things that provides some immediate relief in a lot of different ways. That's freaking cool.
Yes, it is so cool. We had the first day we were here, a woman who has many pizza restaurants in Chicago said, I don't care what else I see at this conference. This was BA, I won't swear on your video. I don't know if I should. And she was just like, this is amazing.
Yeah.
Say that. And I was like, yay. You know, if you just walk away being like, I saw this and now I'm gonna pay attention and I'm interested.
Yeah, you create emotional response. You did the right, well, if it's a good emotional response,
Yes,
it's something
yes,
really
yes.
neat. Yes.
And thank you for your support. Like, you've been amazing. It was so serendipitous that we got to meet each other, and you have been an incredible ally and partner, and you're doing amazing things as well.
I'm working on it, but yeah,
Yes.
no, and thank you, and thank you. I firmly believe in some weird way we get nudged to the places we need to be with the people we need to be with. Wherever you go, there you are, and where you are right now is probably where you're supposed to be.
Yes, totally agree.
Yeah. I don't know if that made sense to anybody, but it made sense in my head. So with that being said, this is Melissa Fahs with Coco Robotics. You can find her on LinkedIn, look up her website. If you have any questions about what they do and you don't want to call them just yet, call me. I'll definitely let you know, and I'll put you in contact with them. So Melissa, thank you so much.
Thank you.
You're one of the good
Great.
ones. You're one of the great ones. So
You
yeah.
too.
So until next time, well, this is Chad GTM signing off here from the QSR Evolution Conference in Atlanta, Georgia. We'll see you in a little bit.